Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ro. I'm here alone for just a few minutes, but later on, hopefully, we'll have another caster, so you won't have to suffer through my voice for long. I'm here with Looster, our producer, who's going to be hanging out with us for this first match of what is going to hopefully be a doubleheader on two different videos as well. But it's going to be all, back to back in real time. We have FROYOBLACK doing the double heading versus King's Crew tonight, as well as the fabled match versus FROYOTECH, which will be after this match. We already have all the players for the King's Crew match in server right now. I'm going to quickly go over the roster. We have Stock on demo, Change on Scout with, I believe, Bwelp. He might be listed as Jonathan Michael. Falon, as well as Paul Dog as the soldiers, and Anif, aka Lucrative, as the medic for King's Crew. And then over on FROYOBLACK, we've got Shade on medic, Marm, as well as Laz on the soldiers, Slemnish and High Five stepping up on Scout, with Bodonsky on demo, and Slemnish. Did I say Slemnish? I think I might have said Slemnish. Either way, those are all the players. We have all 12 in server right now, and we'll be going live. Can't speak much to this except for King's Crew is at 4-4 going into this match, while FROYOBLACK, obviously, on their clean 7-0 streak. The reason we're doing the FROYOBLACK versus FROYOTECH match tonight is because about 2 hours ago, they made the decision, hey, let's play our match after King's Crew. So we have managed to scrape together the right amount of producers and casters. We'll have a different producer and different caster for the FROYOBLACK FROYOTECH match. But for now, we've got Looster, and hopefully, I'm not going to spoil it. You'll get your surprise caster as we get there. But yeah, not much to speak to outside of these rosters, outside of their ranks. Tonight, we're going to be seeing if King's Crew is going to be stepping up to the plate of challenging FROYOBLACK. FROYOBLACK, of course, undefeated so far. They're going to be challenging FROYOTECH for the undefeated title later tonight. The issue was, I'm being told from Shade, not directly, but from watching earlier, the FROYOTECH team could not get it together for a Thursday night match. So this was a very impromptu reschedule. But that's later. We'll worry about that for later. Right now, King's Crew. I'm trying to remember. I'm pretty sure I casted it, but because it was casted so long ago, I can't even remember who won. I think Mentality won versus King's Crew in the most recent match. I'm quickly loading up the... No, they're not even playing them yet. Then when did I see King's Crew recently? King's Crew lost to Ascent 5-2. That might be what I'm thinking of. It was a domineering performance from Ascent, having a comeback overall, I should say. King's Crew really showed what they had versus Ascent during that match, but Ascent, who is currently on a huge down streak of just tough matches and losing those matches, did show up versus King's Crew and say, no, we're not going to be falling behind anymore. So that was kind of telling to King's Crew's potential here, but they've had time to rework it. That match was earlier this week, last week, I should say. I want to say Thursday night. So they've had about a week, 6 days to get it together, get those scrims in, get the I shouldn't say posthumous, but the post-match breakdown, the demo reviews, all that stuff to kind of get into gear. I think King's Crew is going to be showing us what they have on this granary for tonight. Granary is the map, by the way. Pro Granary. It's got those lovely changes thanks to I'm Dagger. Conveniently, I think Ascent versus King's Crew was on Granary, if I'm not mistaken. That is true. They did play it, and in fact, no, that's live. I'm an idiot. I was about to say, wow, they've played it twice in the last week, but no. This is the second time they are playing it this week. So, not only did they have the all the great review material from Ascent on Granary, but now they have it to use against FROYOBLACK. And right now, everyone's ready, so they're going to be going live very momentarily. And yeah, we'll be getting to it very shortly. I'm going to rest my voice. You guys can watch the players jumping in the spawn. We'll be getting into the first half. I'm really looking forward to old Badonsky, I should say. Classic Badonsky. Match is live. Let's get to the game. Badonsky gonna be rolling out right now, heading up top. Getting there a little bit slower than usual, but stock even slower, regrettably. Badonsky immediately taking some extra ground from the left side of the crates. The pistols are flying with a quick bomb coming out from Pauldog. He's going sky high, immediately lands on Shade, and a second rocket immediately takes him down. There is no medic on the side of FROYOBLACK. Laz desperate to get some extra damage here, gonna get cleaned up here by Falon. Nice air pipe coming out from stock to save a medic. Oh no! Big plays coming out from the scouts as well, playing defense. It's unfortunately changed, pushing up a little bit too aggressively. Stop with the two-pipe! That is absolutely insane. King's Crew with a dominating performance. Shade spawned up, no one to heal. Gonna be very far behind on that Uber climb. And now FROYOBLACK are on their last legs for the first round. Going into this last, King's Crew losing almost no one. Change just gonna be waiting for the forward spawns to come out. We do see some aggression coming out from Marmalou, trying to clear out a way up top, slowing things down for the enemy team. The sentry gun is getting poised by High Five over behind that fence, so that's going to be a factor. Stock is going to be generally the best option for taking that down if they can get the ground they need. Right away, they pop out up top. The bomb comes in from Pauldog. He does spot at the gun. It goes down immediately. Some cat times coming out from Whelp, but the soldier coming onto the point is Laz going to be able to get down for the rest of his team. Marmalou getting juggled very low on health, gets cleaned up here by Change, who's now waiting to get and initiate onto Badonsky. Does some huge damage. It's not going to be enough though. They're getting so much cap time. Can they get the cap off? It's so close. Laz defends it on the nipple hairs of being capped off and cleans house with Badonsky throwing out those insane pipes to weaken his prey. Now the rest of King's Crew is getting loaded up in this lobby, not the lobby, this yard on the right side. FROYOBLACK can finish off this cap and deny just the demo forward spawn. So right now, FROYOBLACK clearing their way out through the yard, making their way into mid. Shaping a little bit of damage there. Very cautious now, going to be grabbing the pack, working their way in. Badonsky a little overextended, not connected to his medic during that time. Could have been caught out there. Change going for a wrap play while this is happening. Now we do see the garage is getting cleared out by the rest of FROYOBLACK. They're pushing very aggressively, and they've actually committed so much time to pushing forward that Change could go for a back cap here and actually potentially stop this midpoint even so that they can get the forward spawns. That might be the call here. Change waiting very patiently. They are aware of it. They feel it out. They sense his presence. Change now going to the point here. Gonna get caught out by Laz. Nothing doing there. Badonsky did get killed by Falon over here on the main lines. Meanwhile, overextended again. We're gonna be seeing Marmalou backing off while the rest of the King's Crew is poised in their yard by the shutter. They do have a sniper in the forward spawn as well. Gonna be making a play here. Potentially, he's gonna be just poking forward, getting a fully charged body shot. Oh! Doesn't connect it, and that's going to be the last attempt. Maybe get a headshot off to High Five. No, that's going to be the end of Whelp's attempts. And now the rest of FROYOBLACK have secured the lunchbox. They're starting to make their way in. They have the Uber to wrap around as well, pushing through the left shutter for them. Going into the last here, King's Crew just gonna have to hope to get it. No, Lucrative cannot surf to victory, and in fact, High Five is cleaning all the players out of the sky. Call him the Duck Hunt Massacre. He's just killing everyone midair. And that's going to be the cap to FROYOBLACK on the last legs. Very close to being capped off. King's Crew could have secured the round right then and there, but now, instead, FROYOBLACK secure that first round. Very strong 4-minute round coming through. FROYOBLACK with a very strong defense, not letting up. We do see both demos arriving roughly the same time. Stock getting the much better shot off on Badonsky early on. Badonsky very low on health to get arrowed out here, and then a quick bomb from Laz is going to be trying to go high and dry. He does get taken down here by Laz, and Stock gets immediately arrowed up. He's going to be putting on the pressure onto the right side here. Falon also going to be catching off Slemnish potentially here. So close. He does wrap around. Change, though, on the back lines. Following up with Wealth. They are pushing so deep into these players, and there's nothing that can be happen here. Oh! Badonsky does pick up one frag before going down, and once again, King's Crew gets the mid, saves the med, caps second. Very shortly to capping second right now, with a very late death from Shade. That's going to be very good for the King's Crew. They're going to be waiting for the respawns here and start to work their way in once again, trying to get a much more successful push, but they could take advantage of the poor heals, but not quite. Still waiting for those respawns, so Shade will get everyone up to snuff before long. Let's see if FROYOTech can pull something out of their hats once again. FROYOBLACK, I should say. King's Crew now opting to go to the left side for them. Right yard for FROYOBLACK. They're waiting for the respawns, now walking their way through. Well, clearing out the way. Didn't have to pop early, but now they do actually pop it off. Focusing the gun down a little late. Does go down finally. Slumdish getting focused down. That's very good for them. Very good frags overall. King's Crew sent their soldiers in late, so that's going to be a big factor on this high ground. They need to continue focusing the cat time, because if they don't, they're going to lose the round. Finally, they don't make the same mistake twice. That is exactly what cost them the round last time, and they are not letting up this time. King's Crew definitely showing that they have what it takes to win the mids and win the last push. Going into this mid. Stock drops down early, hits another early sticky onto Badonsky here. Gonna be putting the pressure on. Shade takes an early sticky, and Pauldog is trying to land. Does go for the long rain. Falon, though, does manage to hit enough rockets to clean up Shade very early on, and Change taking out Badonsky is very huge. Right now, it's just Laz onto Change, does take him down. It's going to be Buelp against the world here. Both scouts kind of low. Slumdish gets taken down. High five, not going to contest. And Marmaloo too low to deal with it. Laz, the only one who has the health pack to continue the pressure, will pull the players back, but with a full Uber in the hand of Lucrative, King's Crew are definitely looking to push back here momentarily. Laz calls it out for his team, does back off here. Now they're going to be waiting for Shade over here in the yard. They have let up a lot of room here. Marmaloo's just going to be the only one slowing things down for the enemy team. King's Crew is rightfully giving respect to the enemy team. They know that they could be all sitting up in the midpoint, but there was an opening. Not a lot of players looking. Do see some initiation here. An attempt from Slumdish here, going to surf his way out of the clutches of defeat. And now they're going to be initiating through this garage, taking a little bit of rocket damage from Marmaloo. A lot of pistol damage comes out. High five takes down Pauldog as he tries to escape, and Change takes a huge sticky there. It's going to be really hard for them to finish this off. The Uber actually does get ready in Shade's hand. They're going to pop it off right away and take down Stock. No demo to work with. Lucrative has to pull back with Change. There is, however, a Buelp factor going on in the back lines on the garage here. He's trying to juke his way around. Does finally get picked off by Slumdish. FROYOBLACK now turning their momentum into their hands, as usual. Taking their way through the yard. We do see a huge numbers advantage. Demo up for King's Crew. They are contesting this, trying to slow it down long enough for Stock to get up to the front lines. He will be getting to the shutter just in time to throw some stickies onto the point, and there is no chance of FROYOBLACK securing this point anytime soon. However, they did pick up Change over here on the left shutter. We're going to see if Falon can make something happen here in the back. He's playing kind of an awkward angle, trying to catch any players a little bit overzealous, pushing into the lunchbox, but FROYOBLACK know that a scout pick is not enough to take the ground they need inside the lunchbox. This is the soldier's domain. The rocket spam, the explosive spam is enough to dribble any player. Here it comes right now. The scout walks into the lunchbox. Good damage comes out, but Slumdish is unfazed. Takes down Falon. Last, though, going to get killed off by the sticky trap of Stock. So it's kind of an even trade overall. That trap was, I think, placed around lunchbox. And now the rest of King's Crew is trying to commit over here. Oh, Pauldog overextends, trying to commit with his medic. A little bit of a disconnect there. I think it's communication here. Shade now popping roughly the same time. They're going to be chasing in. Almost getting caught out here by Stock, who also gets juggled. But he will not fall. Slumdish peeks his head out. The aggression from Marmaloo is also keeping a nice tight ring on this point. FROYOBLACK do opt to, they're just peppering it back and forth. A charge shot comes out through the shutter. Doesn't connect with anyone, though. And that's FROYOBLACK's opportunity to cap. Falon now has to retreat on low health and low clip, I should say. Now with Jonathan Michael, aka Buell, falling down. Trading 1-for-1 with Slimnish. We're going to be seeing how FROYOBLACK wants to respond with this even numbers. They are going to take it in. They are about 2 seconds away from getting this uber. Lucrative not far behind. They're going to be punishing here very strongly. It's Pauldog and Podonsky going down to stock. 1-for-1 exchanges all across the board here. They do have the cap, so they are working their way to the point here, but there it is. Laz gets the damage on to Lucrative to force off. Very low health, though. It's going to be a very tough post-exchange. They're flashing very rapidly, but Slimnish does fall, and Laz won't survive for much longer. Does some nice damage here. Does eventually fall to his own hands. Woo! F5 gets juggled back. Can't get cleaned up, though. This is definitely King Screw opportunity to push out now. Pauldog is taking up top. Being pulled back, though. Marmalou doing a very good job of taking out a ton of damage. So one less soldier to defend. FROYOBLACK is calling for a dry push here. Maybe just sending a soldier in with full health. But the stickies will knock Marmalou sky high. He will fall down very quickly. But it's the scout play. Slimnish snuck his way from up top. I was able to 2-shot, 3-shot Lucrative there. So now no heals. This is FROYOBLACK's opportunity. But, well, sneaks around the bend. Does get taken down with 2 shots from high 5. Good initiation from Pauldog, but it's not going to be enough to save the round. Shade did get forced off there. And the cap goes to FROYOBLACK. I'm being told our caster is still tied up, but hopefully by the end of this first half we will have a caster for the second half. So stay tuned for that. Stock now getting there a little bit later than Podonsky, but Stock always hitting the first sticky, never getting contested by Podonsky, but he is forfeiting the high ground. Screwed now, walking poor Welp right into the face of a rocket here. The sky-high bomb from Laz is also going to be catching up. Poor Lucrative, who does manage to pick up. Oh, the spam is coming so strong. He actually takes the splash, falling off, it hitting another player from those Iron Bomber pills. And now it's just one soldier alive. Pauldog can't really find an opening here. Does manage to pick up Laz here and is able to pick up a lot of pack rotations here. This feels like I'm watching a Quake player rotating with all the upgrades and armor. Does manage to finally get taken down here by high 5. Shade, not even scratched. He's going to be rolling up with the rest of the FROYOBLACK crew onto the second point here, but Felon posted up top. He does take the charge shot. They hear it. Probably expecting it, potentially. They are going to start the cap off. Not checking for stickies. No stickies to deal with, though. Not above the point, anyway. And now this is going to be a clean push from FROYOBLACK. They're initiating right off the side. Good force from Pauldog there. They're walking forward into the sentry. Taking it down, but this gun has already ended, and they've lost all the high ground, the forward ground they wanted. And Change on Sniper is definitely playing into their hands, but Laz with a quick bomb, 2 rockets, and then the follow-up onto Felon takes him down. I think there was, no, I'm just hearing loud noises that are deceiving me. But it was a crit streak. Okay, I thought I heard the crits. The crits did not, however, do as much work as they needed it to. Yeah, not a single crit kill. I'm looking at the kill feed. And the cat goes off to FROYOBLACK. They push back fast enough. King's crew is down 2 rounds. They had a strong start. They know how to secure those mids, but now they gotta know how to react. They gotta keep their players alive. They've gotta take the offensive. Players are rating up really quickly. Quick stats breakdown. ESEA has confirmed I am not DDoSing them. I'm looking at, currently, high 5 at 16 frags. Top fragging in the server with 4 deaths. That's a 4-to-1 ratio. Really, really good stuff. Top damage goes to Marmalou, outshining his own demo. And in fact, everyone on the team is outshining Podonsky, regrettably, in damage and frags as well. Podonsky on the bottom of that list. Over on the King's Crew side, we do see some strong damage. Actually, top damage goes to Stock in the server. That seems more like it. Breaking just a little bit more damage than Marmalou overall. Pauldog also not too far behind. Welp also keeping up with his soldier compadre. more or less. Breaking 200 DPM as Scout. I hear we are rated up in server. Overall, though, 15 more frags in the hands of FROYOBLACK, and about 2,000 more damage overall. Match is live. We'll be going into our second half. Both Badonsky and Stock going roughly the same pace. Badonsky going for a lower garage route. Does not get cut off by Stock, and now Stock decides to take some of the high ground here for long. Initiating some paw dog and some kissing of these soldiers in midair. They're just grazing each other briefly, but the initiation is way too strong. The soldier flank from behind is going to try and catch out these players. Shade calls it out for his teammate, and Marmalou will secure that frag, but both scouts are still roughly getting buffed. Barely. Marmalou very low on health, waiting for that arrow. Finally gets healed up. Going to be initiating here. Still waiting for that second arrow. The Ubers are ready, and the cap is very much in the hands of King's crew. Marmalou beats the high ground jump, and thankfully High Five wins the 1v1 against Jonathan Michael, aka Well. No force coming out from Shade. They're going to be popping here, maybe even later. Finally, they do catch it off. Paw Dog getting late to the party. The flash is still delayed just long enough, but lucrative. Clipping onto the edge of the door here. Felon giving his life to slow down this push from Loyo. And King's crew are going to get posted up in this yard. This is going to be potentially a hold here. They have the numbers. FROYOBLACK might push with this number advantage. Definitely taking some aggression over the yard here. They're actually going to be pushing out straight through the pavilion. Little patio thing right there. Stock, though, going to get cleaned up here. Lucrative did pick up a frag with High Five going down to the arrows, and Paw Dog will survive. Numbers are even, but with no demo, King's crew are definitely at a disadvantage here. They do, however, lose Marmalou. Slemnish returns favor, picking up Paw Dog, immediately caught out in Z by Felon, and now Badonsky backing up with Loyo. We're going to see if King's crew can recompose themselves on this yard. Ubers are ready for lucrative, but they don't have the numbers to push quite yet. Shade will have his ready in the midpoint. Looking at even Ubers on the infamous Granary mid to second hold. The stalemate. These guys are getting posted up really deep in the yard, close to the garage entrance. They're kind of leaving Choke alone. It's actually opened up the door for Laz here. He's pushed up a little bit close. He does opt to go in really quick while he sees the stickies getting laid down. He's right in the face of the demo. Doesn't work out for him in the end. The escape plan was no plan B. And now Felon quickly responds with a fast bomb into mid. Hits some nice damage on the Shade, but he just gets tickled. Surfs right into the pack and stays alive. Now King's crew are going to be expecting some counter aggression. There's a fast push from the Loyo scouts. They're wrapping over to this Z area and the shutter. They're taking the heals as well. The explosive classes are left to defend these choke points. And Paw Dog gets knocked down to his knickers before finally getting popped off. Not going to be losing his pants here. But the rest of FROYOBLACK have taken a lot of initiative over here on the right yard. They have pincered around, and Guelph is left to die. He's caught behind while Stock was left to die, I should say. But now he's wrapped around. Does see Badonsky very low on health, but doesn't clean up. He's getting chased down. Picks up the pack, goes into Z, and is immediately meat shot by Slemnish. Nothing to worry about there. Marmalou goes deep, gets cleaned up by Paw Dog. FROYOBLACK secure this second point, but Laz is spamming from Z. Can potentially rotate around, cause some havoc, while the rest of FROYOBLACK get positioned at the shutter, trying to catch up. Paw Dog, he does manage to sneak around the corner, but now the Froyo flank are coming in hot. They have managed to catch Felon, but they lost Slemnish. And Laz went down as well. They have their Uber ready. Shade is very far back. They're calling out the escape. King's crew are now having to contend with, Marmalou doing a very good job of taking down Stock, who killed himself, I think. Maybe a sticky or something going on there. Stray roller. Didn't get flashed in time, and Lucrative did get forced from that. So now Shade with a huge advantage is going to be leapfrogging into the second point here. We're going to be seeing how King's crew can force this Uber off, but we're going to be seeing instead FROYOBLACK not going to be worrying about having the Uber ready at all. They're going to be pushing as soon as they can. Charge shot fails through the Z. That was an attempt from Felon. And now the Uber's ready. They're pushing into second, practically last with this. Shade walks forth. He miscommunicates with his team. He's like, we're going right, we're going right. But the rest of Bloyo is going left. This Uber is completely botched by Shade and his miscommunication with the rest of his team. High Five gets dumpstered from underneath, and Enema from Paul Dog in midair. While the rest of this FROYOBLACK aggression comes through, it doesn't matter that they lost the Uber exchange. They secured the round in the frags. So it's 4-1 with King's Crew very close to losing this match. Potentially the final mid of this round. Stock has landed on the ground. Podolsky is healed up really quickly. Vlad for a nice little varied jump from the sidelines. Does take down Podolsky. Paul is also behind, but Lucrative died almost immediately. Changed. Does quickly get the frag, but not quick enough. The rest of FROYOBLACK are trying to keep Shade under tight range. Just Marmaloo and Shade. Shade will have his Uber in time. They're probably going to pop here to try and contest this point. Well, very low on health, going to not be afraid. He's peppering from all different angles. Marmaloo is getting overwhelmed here, but does manage to pick up the frag. Stock will be a key player in defending this point, but instead, Marmaloo quickly contends with, a sick air shot. He contends with both scouts, and then catches Stock on the juggle into death.
The control point is being captured.
Very strong showing from Marmaloo. He still got it. Soloing the entire team and not even having Shade force. FROYOBLACK are looking like they have a really good pre-game for what I would say is their real match for tonight.
We have secured the control point.
They've walked their way over into the lunchbox.
The control point is being contested.
The rattling of the medigun, the static. Felon does get taken down here, but finishing up the second cap really quickly and walking in through the up top. High Five chasing into a sentry gun. The gun finally falls down. They rotate it over to the right side. FROYOBLACK are really taking some control here. I don't see anyone really taking initiation here. We do see some strong showings from FROYOBLACK. They're just swarming up for the frag. They're not focusing the cap. And that's going to be a GG called out from Whelp. GG, good luck, comes out from Stock, calling out for FROYOBLACK as they are going to be getting ready for their next game. I do believe that will be the end of this match. Obviously, it's the end of this match. I have two eyes. I can see that this is the end of the match, but we'll do a quick stats breakdown. We'll talk about the game, and then we'll get our next production lineup for this next match later. About 10 minutes. But real quick, stats breakdown. Stock still maintain a very respectable DPM, breaking 300. Everyone broke at least 10 frags on the side of King's Crew. Good for them. Even Lucrative pulled up a frag of his own. High Five lost a 1 ratio for his kill death. 21-7. Still top, not top fragging anymore. Slemnish pulled in with the quick fat 26. Also sharing damage with Slemnish is High Five. Damage of the night goes to Marmaloo, breaking that 350 DPM, pulling up those big servo numbers. Those Lansky try numbers that you see on Granary. The 350 mark. Very strong stuff. Overall, though, just a very strong... I was very proud of King's Crew at the very beginning. They could have started with a 2-round lead, assuming the second mid went the way they went. They could have started with a 2-round lead, and unfortunately just botched the last push. FROYOBLACK pulling a phenomenal defense and showing that they can contend with the best and the average, I should say. King's Crew now 4-5. FROYOBLACK 8-0. Looking to turn that into a 9-0 in the next match. So I guess that'll do it for this match. Huge shout out to Looster for doing production. Short notice. We actually had no one lined up and slotted for the Wednesday night production. We were expecting this match to happen on Thursday, so huge shout out to Looster for coming in short notice. And I think that'll do it for us. We'll be bringing in our next producer for the next match, hopefully soon. So Thank you for watching. We'll be going Panic Basket in chat, preemptive Panic Basket. We'll be going live with our other producer, hopefully in the next 10 minutes, and then we'll be bringing you Froyo Tech versus Froyo Black. So stay tuned, and we'll see you then.